was Pongal, an auspicious day in Tamil Nadu.
The Pongal Test, once considered India's historic counterpart to the revered Boxing Day Test, holds a unique place in the hearts of Indian cricket enthusiasts. Boxing Day Tests in Australia, New Zealand and South Africa are celebrated around Christmas time, while the Pongal Test was a fixture hosted by Tamil Nadu capital Chennai around the state's traditional harvest festival. The day after Christmas, Boxing Day, is a national holiday across many cricket-playing nations, contributing to the substantial turnout at these events. Curiously, one might ponder why India, as a cricketing giant, hasn't capitalized on one of its festivals to host a cricket match, leveraging the festive spirit among its vast audiences. Not long ago, India did have its own traditional test match, mirroring that tradition of Boxing Day. However, for reasons not disclosed, the Board of Control for Cricket in India decided to let go of this unique fixture. The inaugural Pongal Test was held in 1959 to 1960, featuring the Indian team under the leadership of Gulabrai Ramchand, facing Richie Benaud's Australia. Despite India's defeat in that match, it marked the birth of a lasting affection for Chepauk in the hearts of cricket connoisseurs.
Madras Pongal, the 13, 14, 15, 16, and 5 days, and the tent board, the Canal Bank Road, the tent board, D stand, A stand, I stand, and match part of the test. So the Vishwanath 97 not out, and the Pongal test match was part of the 97 not out, one of the greatest knocks in Chepauk. So the Pongal the festival mode, holidays, cricket mode, jam packed stadium.
In the Pongal Test, India has taken on Pakistan twice, resulting in a draw in 1961 and a notable victory in 1980 by 10 wickets. Across 13 matches, India boasts a commendable record of only 3 losses, 6 victories and 4 draws, making this Pongal Test fixture a rather successful one. The Pongal Test, however, gradually faded from India's cricketing calendar, with its last occurrence in 1988. In this final match against West Indies, India delivered a resounding 255-run defeat to the visitors. Notably, Narendra Hirwani's outstanding performance, where he got 16 wickets for just 136 runs in the match, still stands as the best bowling figures by an Indian on Test debut.
The people of Tamil Nadu gave it the name Pongal Test, if I remember it right, because the test match used to be scheduled during Pongal holidays. Those days it was very difficult for people to watch a test match because what used to happen obviously was that you'll have a test match once in a year and you had very few centers. So what will happen is that it will be held during the holidays, like during the Christmas holidays, it will be perhaps in Calcutta, then they'll play a side game in between the Calcutta and the Chennai test. So obviously the dates would be around the middle of January in Chennai or Madras then, so that you had 2-3 days of holidays, and then the government will probably declare one of the days as a holiday for people to come and watch, because what would happen is that even people from the neighboring state would come to Madras from Bangalore, Hyderabad to watch, because those were not test centers then, because it's not like current generation schedules in cricket. Those days you'll get a series once in 1.5 years or maybe once in 2 years also. So the excitement, anticipation will be at its zenith, and people would take anything and everything to try and enjoy and derive enjoyment from. So that's how it was. And apart from the festivities, what also really impressed the cricketers also coming from different countries to Madras was the knowledgeable crowd that you got in Chennai or Madras those days. They would appreciate good cricket. It was not a partisan crowd. They knew the nuances of the game, and that is something that everybody was impressed about the cricketing crowd of Madras.
Over the years, Chepauk has emerged as India's most successful domestic test venue, with 14 victories, 6 losses, and a famous tight test against Australia among 11 draws.
People can ask if why can't we have a Pongal test when there's a boxing test in Australia even today? But the thing is that cricket happens there only 6 months in a year. In Australia, it's a summer game. In India, it's more or less a winter game. Our domestic season starts from September, it goes on till March, April. But what has also happened is that India has that flexibility to conduct cricket 10 months in a year. And also the fact that FTP is such that it's a packed calendar. So you cannot say that India will play a test match only during Christmas, during the Pongal time, because what happens is that concurrently there are other countries which are conducting cricket then. So it's a case of a give and take situation here for countries. Okay, if South Africa and Australia can have only 6 months of cricket played during the summer, then obviously when other countries can conduct cricket during the other 6 months of the year also, then there has to be some adjustment, and countries have to really sort of give and take for cricket to go on and go on well enough so that all the 3 formats are catered to. So that is the basic reason why we are not having a Pongal test as we used to have. It's not that people don't want to give Chennai the privilege of hosting a Pongal test, or people do not want the tradition to continue. It's a sheer case of the circumstances and the logistics and the way things are today compared to what they were some decades ago.
And subscribe to Sports Star's YouTube channel for more stories from the world of sports.